Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Pauper Broodscale Combo, but no wildfire here. We're just playing the Aristocrats build that I know and love, playing Broodscale plus Sadistic Glee, using Shambling Ghast and Colony Garden combined with a bunch of easy and cheap draw spells. So we're adding in Village Rites, which says sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. We also have 3 Corrupted Conviction. And instead of playing just straight black-green with Greedy Freebooter, I've decided to play Writhing Chrysalis. Writhing Chrysalis is basically a staple of the format. It's a 2-mana 4/5 essentially. It makes a bunch of spawn tokens. It's an additional win condition. When you have Broodscale in play, you also, with the combo, you get an infinitely sized Chrysalis. And it shores up potentially the matchup against the mono blue terror deck, which is a deck that I really have a hard time with stock black green. So those are the reasons that I want to try this. I'm also cutting the Tamiyo's Safekeeping from the main deck, bringing in some number of Mesmeric Fiend and Duress. I was testing this and I felt like Corrupted Conviction Mesmeric Fiend is really good. And then at the same time, we have these Corrupted Convictions which can sacrifice the Eldrazi spawns. And then when you sacrifice that spawn, this gets bigger. So it's a lot of synergy working out. The mana base, I'm not entirely sure about. I know I want 4 Colony Gardens for the plant tokens. The Haunted Mire is being tapped is kind of sketchy to me, but I sort of ran out of my pixel swamps. So I didn't want to play any more of those. It's fine. And then over here in the sideboard, an additional reason to be on a Jund plan is Pyroblast. We can get red mana from our Singleton's Mountain, Treasures from the Ghast, Treasures from the Deadly Dispute, and the Energy Refractor. So we can't really cut the Energy Refractor post board. But Writhing Chrysalis is a card that may not be useful in a lot of matchups, so we can easily cut that post board. This also gives you a plan of going like early blockers into Giant Beater, which I think can be good versus red. So we'll see how this all goes. If you're interested in sideboard guides, check out patreon.com/kalikaiz and hit up the YouTube membership option if you want the early access to videos. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought about the deck, and check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's go ahead and hit the matches. We're here in round 1 versus Victor Vector. What's your Vector, Victor? Love it. Okay. This seems fine. We have a plant token into Deadly Dispute. We also have double Duress if we can find our combo. Draw's Forge Bridge could be Affinity or Madness Burn. Play the Colony Garden. It also could be Jund Glee or any number of wildfire stuff, so it doesn't tell us that much right now. Swamp. It's an Ichor Wellspring, looking kind of like a Jund variant. I'll play my Swamp and pass the turn. Maybe I should just Duress them. Okay, let's try a Duress and see what's going on. Affinity. So I'll take your Reckoner's Bargain for now. Pass the turn. Make sure you're not going to draw any cards. This next turn we will Deadly Dispute the plant and then try to work up to something going on. We can Duress the Galvanic Blast. When it plays a second Wellspring, they drew for turn. So they have 1 unknown in hand now. Plays a Great Furnace so we know all the cards in their hand. Let's Deadly Dispute a plant. We find the Glee. In 2 turns, we can make it happen. Play the Colony Garden. Pass the turn. So if we find... We'd have to have Swamp plus something else. We can't win this turn. They play Chromatic Star. We could go Broodscale and then just adapt it. Then the next turn, go for the Duress. I'll play out the Broodscale. Passing the turn. Sort of assuming that they're going to Galvanic Blast the Broodscale, which we can just adapt it and then get the extra thing on the board. And then we have black mana for Duress and for the Glee. So they played out Star and Spell Bomb from their hand. And a Bridge. 1 unknown right now. Draws a card. They are floating red. And because... Okay, there we go. So now I get to adapt this, pass the turn. We will make a spawn for sure. They could have a Kark Clan Shaman, that would stink. But then we can just sack the spawn and the treasure token and Eviscerator's Insight the plant. They sack the Spell Bomb, drawing a card. Plays Blood Fountain. So Galvanic Blast is out of their hand. They still have a Bridge in hand. Plays a Chromatic Star. Mirror Enforcer. Last card is Bridge. Okay, so unfortunately, if we duress them, we just see a Bridge, and then they can draw off this Chromatic Star regardless. I think we just have to go for it. We have to actually have the win here if we can make it happen. So I'll go Broodscale, play the Sadistically. They sacrifice looking for a Galvanic. They'd have to top deck it here. Deadly Dispute. That gives them 3 more draws to find Galvanic Blast. They found it. Unfortunate. So now we have to Eviscerate's Insight, sacrificing the Broodscale. That stinks. Classic Affinity stuff. Wait, that was really, you know, they dug hard. They forced through our duress. Couldn't do anything about it. So 2 Galvanic Blasts are down. Now they're going to Rummage, discarding a land. Deadly Dispute. They went from 1 card to 6 cards in hand. It's pretty solid. We're kind of missing black mana right now. They're getting in. I'll take the 4. We've lost 2 Broodscales and 1 Glee. We can just Eviscerate's Insight the plant this turn. They refurbish Familiar Me. That's annoying. I'm just going to get rid of the duress for now. I'm kind of far from using that. Plays their Bridge. Now I don't know any of the cards in their hand. Blood Fountain, 3 cards left. Energy Refractor is really good. Play that. Now I have some black mana again. Find a Village Rites, so I can play Shambling Ghast. Let's go black and just Village Rites this plant token. Trying to draw lands. Draw a Colony Garden. Okay. One thing we could do is try to like value them with the Nightblade, but I only have the 1 in the deck. 1 Nightblade and 1 Witness. I assume they're going to be on a Toxin Analysis type build. We really don't want to take out the Refurbish because they can just recast it and make us discard cards. They discard a Dross Forge. See the sign on for the opponent. Okay. Getting in. I'll block here. I mean, I guess I kill their thing. They can just get it back and then make me discard a land. And they Deadly Dispute their thing. Okay. So 32 cards left in deck for the opponent. Makeshift Munitions. So they can basically kill anything now. I'm going to play the Landscape and grab a Swamp. And then I'm just going to try to pass. We'll try to block with the plant token and Deadly Dispute it. I can't deal with that Munitions, I don't think. They're going to Reckoner's Bargain, sacrificing Blood Fountain. Apparently that's not necessary anymore. We're at 14 life. Okay. They are going to Refurbished. So I'll just Village Rites my plant token. Found a Witness. That's kind of good. Discard this Landscape. Maybe I should have cycled. They have 4, 5, 6 mana available. Tax in for 4. I'll block. And then we'll Insight. Cast Eviscerator's Insight. Sacrifice the Spawn. Draw some cards. I'm definitely looking for the Chrysalises. Find some Shambling Ghasts. They have so many permanents in play, they could just kill us with the Makeshift Munitions. I don't have any way to deal with it. Find Witness plus Glee. We're going to go Shambling Ghast. Shambling Ghast again. So they could pop both of these things right now. Kill this. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think they have lethal. Maybe they won't see it here. Okay, it looks like they're not going to go for it. Plays a Kenku. No problem. I don't know how I win. They're attacking. Eviscerator's Insight. We'll sacrifice this. Minus on your Refurbished. I need more mana to try to force through this. I'm not sure I can make it happen though. They're going to Deadly just Reckoner's Bargain. Okay. What do we draw? Mezfiend. I currently have 4 mana in play. Mirror Enforcer. I feel like there should be a way for me to win here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 mana. I think they just win here. Play the Forest. Play Chrysalis. At least I can block this Mistfall Bridge. Then I can play the Nightblade. Trying to get them to do stuff. I'm just trying to stall, actually. Okay, your turn. Let's see what happens. Come on, Chrysalis, carry me. Carry me home. If I... There's like some small chance that they tap out. I doubt it, though. They Reckoner's Bargain. Annoying. Was Nile Spellbomb. Okay. We are getting hammered here. Not a great start. Okay. They're going to draw, right? They're swinging in, so I will go block, block, and block. Sacrifice this. Gain a life. Now I have a 3/4. Opponent goes to 25. Then I guess what I'm going to do is make a treasure token. Like Krarkland Shaman. Toxin Analysis, the Krarkland Shaman. Okay. You want to kill everything, huh? Okay, so they're going to sacrifice. That kills all these things. I'll just sack this. Gain some life. And then sack. Do I want to sacrifice this? I think I don't. Okay. So now they... Am I going to win? Maybe. They get back Refurbish Familiar, Refurbish Familiar. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So we're going to have to discard and discard. Discard this. They have no cards left. Interesting. So I can go Witness. Witness. Get back Chrysalis. Cast the Chrysalis. Okay. Now I could sacrifice and then put like Glee on the Witness, but then they can kill the Witness. So I think that's maybe not the best plan. Let's see what happens. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plays a Wellspring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Or 5 pings available. Thoughtcast, 4 pings available. They have 5 mana now. I'm holding on by a thread. I can do this. They're swinging in. So if I block here, I'll take 5. I think I want to get this off the table. Toxin Analysis on the familiar. Yeah. Okay. Cracks a clue. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Cast down. I guess not. I have no way to get back into the game now. Draw a card. We'll go Mesmeric Fiend. Draw. Alright, we'll go to the next game. I don't know how we can win against that kind of hand. We had the duress at the right moment, and then they just wrecked us. So, can bring in some number of Drown in Sorrows for their flying stuff. I have to just combo through them somehow. Brutal. I think I just have to get luckier. Okay, we'd like to play first. I have to mulligan this. I have no way of getting to second land. Okay, here I have double. I have the combo. I'm going to bottom the Witness. Play the Mire and pass the turn. Slam the Broodscale and try to just beat them down. Plays Drawsforge Bridge representing Galvanic, which could kill the Broodscale already, even though it's just a shock. We have a Shambling Ghast into Broodscale. Or I just go Broodscale this turn, hope they tap out. And then I go Shambling Ghast. Village Rites? That doesn't really work. I think I'm trying to just punk them right now. Okay, they're representing a Galvanic. Do I go for it? Okay, I'm going to take this risk. If it doesn't work, we'll just move on to the next match. Come on, get there. We have adapted. So I took a full-on risk and just had it. Okay, last time they had it, this time they didn't. 50-50. Okay, now I have a 2020 coming in. We win the game. Try again. Well, I've got land, duress, land, draw cards. I think the duress, I like duress really early against Affinity to try to hose their draw spells. So I'm going to keep this. They've mulliganed to 6, so duress can be even better. It would be awesome if they went lower than 6, but I don't want to wish ill upon my opponent. They keep 6. Tap land go. All right. We will duress. So they've got dispute, cast down, blood fountain, refurb. I think I take the blood fountain. This stops them from getting the refurbished early, and then they have nothing to dispute. They have to play the bridge now. Okay. We'll go Colony Garden, and then I'm just going to draw some cards. Go up to 7. Found a Chrysalis. Let's go. I think I landscape and refractor, and then next turn play the Chrysalis. They're going to refurbish. I'll discard this other landscape. All right. Play this. We will grab this mountain and play the refractor. So refurb out of their hand. They have cast down still. We have Mezfiend. We can take the cast down with the Mezfiend. We can actually go Mezfiend, dispute the Fiend. That's probably better than playing the Chrysalis here. They're getting in for 2. Let's see if they deadly dispute their refurbished familiar to try to make their next land drop. There's Krark-Clan Shaman. Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Let's go land. Mesmeric Fiend. Deadly dispute. Boom. Okay. We will take your deadly dispute. Basically, I'm trying to strip their hand. Now I'm going to put threats on the table. Writhing Chrysalis is pretty good. They can cast down the Chrysalis if they want. Or I could play out the Broodscale, and then they have to cast down the Broodscale. They're getting in. We go to 15. No dispute in hand. They have played another land. Cards left. And, okay. We'll go Chrysalis plus play Broodscale. I don't know. I'm going to go Chrysalis plus Broodscale. But then we lose a lot of mana. Play the Basking Broodscale. See if they want to Krark me up. A cast down is going to be annoying. They use a cast down. So we will... Let's see. Do I want to adapt and Deadly Dispute or just Viscera's Insight? So if I adapt now, I'm just going to Viscera's Insight. Doink. Draw some cards. They can Nile Spellbomb to get rid of the Viscera's Insight. And here we are going to have a Writhing Chrysalis that they no longer have a cast down for. They do have Krark-Clan Shamans. We're going to play the Chrysalis next turn, probably plus the Haunted Mire. 2-4. And they've cracked the Nile Spellbomb to draw some cards. Still has Krark in hand. Only 3 lands. We are going to 12 life. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. So 2 unknowns. Still no land, so only action over there. We have Eternal Witness. Not Eternal Witness. Evolution Witness. Play Chrysalis. Get some spawns. Play out a Mire. Pass the turn. I was previously on a no... The only tap lands in the deck were Colony Gardens. And I'm not sure how to change the mana base just to fit in the mountain. So maybe I shouldn't have played the Haunted Mire. Not kept the Haunted Mires around in the deck at all. Kind of changes the tap land of the thing. I don't really want to have that many tap lands. I'm kind of rambling. Toxin Analysis. Okay. Sacrifices the Wellspring. We will Eviscer's Insight, sacrificing the Chrysalis. Finding another Chrysalis. Sweet. Can't really do anything with this mana, but I'll float the mana. We're going to go to 10 here. They still have another Krark. 4 cards in hand still. And no lands. Plays another Krark-Clan Shaman. Another Nile Spellbomb. Are they just going to Nile Spellbomb me right now? No. Let's play Mire. Play the Chrysalis out. And now I think I'm going to play out the Evolution Witness, but that doesn't make that much sense. We can respond to 1 Krark activation, or I can just play out a Broodscale. Comes my Broodscale. It's going to stink to lose this Eviscera's Insight there. I hope they don't have another Toxin Analysis. They're doing a collect evidence to get rid of my Chrysalis. That's stinky. I can go adapt the Broodscale. Now I can just sacrifice the Broodscale and have a big old Chrysalis. Little bit of a fancy play there. Okay, they're going to Spellbomb me, getting rid of my Insight, which stinks. 2 cards in hand. Maybe it's time for me to attack. Find a Deadly Dispute. Play the Calming Garden out. Play out the Nightblade. Then I'm going to Deadly Dispute my Plant token, draining them to 20. And then I can just Corrupted Conviction to spawn, drain them to 19, making an even bigger Chrysalis. We're at 12. I'm going to attack. Okay. This is definitely weird. They took the 5. What's it going to be, baby? Sorry. Our opponent gets in for 2. We're back down to 10. Refurbished Familiar makes me discard a land. Plays a Wellspring. That's another thing they can sacrifice to their Clan Shaman. They have 2 cards in hand. They only have 1 mana available. I'll play my Calming Garden. Play out a Shambling Ghast. Play out... Let's see what happens if I attack. Go Broodscale. Attack you for 5. So now if they use the Clan Shaman, we can kill their creature with the Shambling Ghast, or we can make a treasure token. Okay, they go to 9. I guess I want to do this on their upkeep. I'm going to adapt the Broodscale. Try to make some more tokens. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens potentially. Adapt. Now, if they kill it right now, I have an additional adapt I can use. They're going to allow it. Okay. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 tokens. We can just attack with everything. Kill them with the Nightblade. So far, Chrysalis looks pretty grindy and good. Uh-oh, they're going to 11 with the Reckoner's Bargain, drawing 2 cards. That could be the end of it for me. They have 2 mana available. So they have 5 action cards in hand, and they're missing a bunch of lands. So Victor's currently doing a lot of consideration. Seems like they've got something tough to do. Plays a bridge, 4 cards in hand. Mirror Enforcer coming down. If they triple Krark, I'll point the Shambling Ghast at the Mirror Enforcer. Deadly Disputes, sacrificing... I have no idea what they sacrificed. I guess it was it was a clue token. So now they have 1 mana available. I'll put the Shambling Ghast on the table. We're going to attack this one, this one. This is 5 damage coming in, or 6 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to lose a Refurbished. So currently, if they have double Galvanic, I'm pretty dead, I guess. And I'm not going to play out the land because I potentially want to have discard fodder. They can't afford to attack with the Mirror Enforcer because I can Ghast and then kill this Clan Shaman. Sacrifice a Chromatic Star after playing it for black, just cycling. They have 4 minutes on clock. They're passing, or at least letting that black mana go to waste. Do they attack with the Refurb? They are attacking. Okay. So we're going to go to 8. Currently dead to triple Galvanic. I can force their hand by going Village Rites and then paying the Shambling Ghast. Okay. Village Rites. Use the Shambling Ghast to try to take out the Clan Shaman. They Reckoner's Bargain, gaining 7 life, sacrificing their Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Reckoner's Bargain, killing their Clan Shaman, going to 18. Okay. They have 1 treasure token available. What's in your hand? Play the Mesmeric Fiend. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have a decent chunk of damage here. I guess I take the Clan Shaman. And then let's see. We have a Broodscale we can cast. So they misclicked. Meant to bargain the Refurbished. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. plus 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to do this. Then let's attack in. I don't think this wins here. Then negate, negate, attack, 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 attack. And then we'll sacrifice some spawns. I should have sacrificed the spawns to play the witness. That was a mistake. Because I was like kind of pointless not to do that. I don't think we win here though. Our opponent's at 2. So we need a way to kill our token. If they the Karkline Shaman's under the Fiend. GG's. Opponent gives us the GG. Ooh, that was tough. What a match. Alright, GG Victor Vector. And they said that they liked the video, so thank you very much. We'll see you in round 2. Round 2. My Haunted Mire is coming to bite me here. I wish I were an untapped land. But we have a turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Refractor or Shambling Ghast. But also play Shambling Ghast on turn 1 if I draw something else to do. Forest for the opponent. Let's play Shambling Ghast out. This might be a matchup where we want the Mesmeric Fiend. They cycle Generous Ent, finding a Forest. Kind of expecting them to have a Malevolent Rumble here. Otherwise it could be Walls or Elves. What's it going to be? Priest of Titania. Okay. I'll start by attacking. They probably don't want to trade. And then I'll kill your Priest of Titania by drawing 2 cards. Doink. So in this matchup, the Writhing Chrysalis is not very good. They play a land, Well-Wisher, 3 cards in hand. Here I fiend them. Fiend you. Let's see. We can take your biggest spell. Draw spells or Avenging Hunter or something. Yep, it's going to be the Nyxborn Hydra for me. They have a Masked Vandal. Guess I'm just going to play out the Haunted Mire and pass the turn. And then, because I don't want them to Masked Vandal the Energy Refractor necessarily, I kind of want to use it for the Chrysalis. I don't know if I'm going to get that opportunity. Oh man. Our opponent said that they like the videos as well. Thank you very much. They cycle, finding a forest. Plays the forest, so 2 unknowns, or 2 knowns, I think. Maybe not. Play out Ghast. Play Garden. Unfortunately, I think I have to just play the Refractor. We can Visitor's Insight this for the colored sources later. I don't know. Unsure. So when did I duress them? Or Mesmeric Fiend, revealing Vandal, Generous Ent. Oh, they had cycled? Because they have 1 unknown. Guess there's no reason. I'll just play the Refractor. It's whatever. Draw a card. Can Corrupted Conviction this, and then have the mana for the Chrysalis. But then we don't have enough mana for another Chrysalis. Is this going to be a Lead the Stampede? I was sort of worried about them having a draw spell, which was considering the duress, but let's just see if they Masked Vandal the Refractor. Plays a Timberwatch Elf. Okay. Gain some life. What's my best plan here? I'm going to start by Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast, draw some cards. Create a treasure token. Okay. More Village Rites. I just want to check what's going on in your hand. Nothing. It's not great that they have a Nyxborn Hydra now. Let's draw. Finding a Village Rites. That wasn't great. Pass. Your turn. I guess this next turn I'm just going to double Chrysalis. Yeah, whatever. They're going to have a giant creature with a Nyxborn Hydra, but I can't afford to give them back the other one. They can make it a 5/5 right now with the Timberwatch Elf. Let's see if they do. Okay, so it gives me freedom to attack it and ping them down to 19. Another Chrysalis. Chrysalis for days. Red. Play a Chrysalis. And then I'll play this landscape out. Red. Play another Chrysalis. And attack. I want to save this mana for the moment. Let's see what they have. this thing has trample, right? So if they play the Mass Vandal, it's going to be bigger. We could also just double block with the Chrysalises to kill it. You play a Mass Vandal. Going after the Refractor. So I will go sacrifice, sacrifice, make black mana, sacrifice again, Viscer's Insight the Refractor. Unfortunately, you have to do that like in response, so they now don't have to exile a creature from their graveyard. They can just let this fizzle. But they do have Nyxborn Hydra in hand still, which we can take with another Mesmeric Fiend. We can go Fiend, Village Rites the Fiend, and sacrifice for a red. Okay. Play Mesmeric Fiend, and then Village Rites that. So the Nyxborn Hydra will be gone forever. There'll be 0 cards in hand. We found the Glee. That's pretty awesome. So we are just looking for a we're just looking for a Broodscale at this point. I'm gonna grab the red, lay out the Colony Garden, just Village Rites away the plant. They have nothing in hand. I'll try attacking. Maybe it's not worth it. Not attacking, I'm afraid. I can go Witness plus Glee to get back the Energy Refractor and the Landscape. I think I'm going to do it. They're going to gain some life. So, what did they top deck? A Winding Way. That was a great top deck. Wow. Solid. They find Forest, Birchlore Rangers, Forest, and Quirion Ranger. Now they have a huge Timberwatch. Okay. That's bad. So they can give it plus 10. 13, 6, 12, 13. They'll get their Nyxborn Hydra back, but we won't take any damage. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is Village Rites this spawn. We just have so many Chrysalises. Let's just block with everything. They have to use all of their Quirion activations to get this to go through. Okay, they make it an 8 something. Did I miscount? 14? 13, okay. So, Well-Wisher dies. Hydra stays on the battlefield as a 2/3. Writhing Chrysalis on the table. They have Hydra in hand. Or no, just... It was the Forest. No, the Hydra comes back from the thing dying. Yep. I feel like there's something that I should be able to do here with the Witness plus the Glee, so I'm going to attempt it. I don't know what it's going to be, but I will make it happen. Okay, so play land, play Witness, we Glee the Witness, then we play Chrysalis. Okay, then I'm going to get back my Refractor. I love this aspect of the deck when you get to just do this weird get everything back situation. And then we'll get back another Chrysalis, then play the Refractor, draw a card. I'm out of mana. There's the Broodscale. And can they kill me this turn? We know we're going to shove everything in front of whatever their creature is. Maybe I get back the Landscape. Get back Landscape and Shambling Ghast. Play the Ghast, sack the Ghast. Ghast comes back. I just need to find another Glee. I have a little bit of a headache going on. Oh my goodness. Concentrating is hard. Okay, what is our opponent going to do? I think they're just trying to find lethal right now. So if they play out the Hydra, they can give something +3. They can make their Nyxborn Hydra a 5/6, and then give it plus... What is this? 5 elves on the table. This is an elf? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, my elf. Oh no. Bummer. So 5 elves, they can give a +10. That'll be 15. And then I have not that much. But I can get back Shambling Ghast, play the Ghast, sack the Ghast, kill the Quirion Ranger, and then kill the Birchlore Rangers, and then they can't do that much to me, right? Oh no, they get the Glee. They get the Refractor. Okay, exiles the Refractor forever. They can only give their Hydra +1 now. I kind of think they might have wanted to go after the Glee. Okay, so they have a 2/3 and a 2/2. They're attacking in with the Quirion. I mean, it's clear that I'm going to block the Quirion Ranger. Block. So this is +10. Okay. Do we just die? Block here. Plus 10. This is 2. Plus 10 is 12. So we're not dead. Okay. Unsure. I may be dead. They can pump their thing, attack in for 12 here, and then they lose their 2 creatures. Especially the Quirion Ranger being a loss is not great. But if they pump both of the Hydras, they'd have to pump the Quirion Ranger twice to not lose it. So let's see what they do. 7 plus, so it's 8 damage right now. They untap it. They pump it up. They're going to put us to 2. Okay. What? 14. No! Exacxies. Dang. Draw a card. I can't. 5. I messed up. We're bringing in the Drown in Sorrows and the Snuff Outs. I don't need the Mesmeric Fiends probably, or the Duresses. And then let's consider now. Definitely want all of these things. Kill all their stuff. Chrysalis was kind of medium. I could bring in Mesmeric Fiends to try to stop whatever's in their hand, and then just not play the Chrysalis. But the Chrysalis is pretty important to my plan. Okay, we'll try it again. I just couldn't do the math. I hope nobody was screaming at me. I think what it was is what I did not realize that after they played that other creature, they had 6 on the Timberwatch. I was still counting it as 5, and that's what killed me. Mulligan. We have a fine hand now. So I can just put back the Insight, I think. Play out the landscape, grabbing a swamp, and pass the turn. Then next turn we can Colony Guard and draw a card. Draw 2 cards. And then do it again. Forest for the opponent, Finehorn Elves. Looking for Snuff Outs and Drown in Sorrows. Colony Garden. Almost Sadistic Lead it. Let's Corrupted Conviction to plant. There's a Drown in Sorrow. So we can Haunted Mire into Drown in Sorrow. Plays a Quirion Ranger. An untapped Swamp would be good. The Haunted Mire being a tapped land is bad. Winding Way for the opponent. Ooh, they completely whiff. That stinks. Okay. Yikes. Brutal. It's not often that you see a 100% whiff. Ouch. Birchlore Rangers for the opponent. 4 cards in hand. Find a Snuff Out. Let's go Haunted Mire. Pass the turn. We can snuff out the Birchlore Rangers. I maybe should have done that already. Untaps. They have 4 mana. 5 mana. Plays Avenging Hunter. That's annoying. It's going to kill it. Them having the initiative is very bad for me. I'll play a Drown in Sorrow. I'm looking for not the Village Rites probably. I need a creature. Specifically, I would really like to have a go infinite creature, i.e. the Broodscale. I guess I could have played the plant and gleed it and then snuff out of their creature, and then I would have been able to wipe the board and have a big plant. I didn't think about that. So that's something to think about. If I do find another creature to Village Rites, I could play the Glee on the plant and attack it and try to take the initiative. Put in place Priest of Titania. So we're looking for a Ghast. Find Nightblade. Let's play the Night. Play Village Rites on the plant token. Finding a Chrysalis. Play out the Nightblade. Pass the turn. Our opponent gets to stash now. They make a treasure token. So a great draw would be Snuff Out or Drown in Sorrow or a Mountain. Refractor would be okay. Plays a Quirion Ranger. So they completely whiffed on their Winding Way and they're still dumping me. Dumpstering me. Timberwatch Elf. That is bad. Untaps. Makes a ton of mana. Lead the Stampede. What do you got? Okay, they find Generous Ent, Priest, Hydra, Vandal. So I need a Drown in Sorrow off the top. Or the Broodscale. We've drawn a lot of cards. But we're only 15 in deck. I mean 15 deep. Plays another Timberwatch Elf. I need exactly Drown. I found the Drown. We're gonna Glee here. This is big deal. Drown in Sorrow. Doesn't actually matter. I get a bunch of triggers. Now I'm going to attack in for 3, take the initiative, which is really sick. Then we get a mountain. Play the mountain. Has to turn. They can kill my Sadistic Glee, but now I have the initiative and I can hold back. I have a lot of blockers. That was a really, really good rip. They cycle a Generous Ent. Getting a forest. Plays the forest. And Priest of Titania. Not a Hydra or a Vandal. Surprised. Okay. We get to... I guess I went to Lostwell. Witness Glee. That's really good. Anything in the graveyard that I care about. I could just double Glee this and then play this out. Let's see. I have to think this through. If I play the Glee again, then I play the Chrysalis, it's +4, so it'll be a 9, 10, 11, so it doesn't win. I guess I just take the Witness and then the Glee next turn. Play land, play the Chrysalis, and then we'll play out the Witness. They're gonna get drained a bit. Lots and lots and lots and lots of triggers. And then we can actually Witness back. No, but it exiles the Glee, so we can't get that back. Let's just get in for 7. I guess we can adapt and then get back the Twisted Landscape and cycle. Might as well adapt and get back the landscape. Our opponent Vandals. Yep. So they get to kill the Sadistic Glee. It is exiled. But they can't attack. Another Vandal, just for more attackers. Will you get in? No. So I'm going to adapt. Get back that. We're going to go... Dash? Maybe? Make a treasure token. Let's cycle this. Find a Shambling Ghast. I'll play the Shambling Ghast out. So they have to block with the Nightblade because I can kill them with the treasure token. Get in. This has to get blocked. That means that if I attack with these two, they have to block one of them. So they have to block this and this, leaving only one attacker. Okay, one blocker. We're going to attack with everything. They block and block. They're going to take 4. Okay. And I'll play the forest. I don't think they have any discard. They don't have Refurbished Familiar in their deck like the Affinity opponent. We win the game. Lucky. Okay, we're just going to do the same thing. Okay, I think this is fine. We have Shambling Ghast. We can kill their creature, and then we can play, hopefully, Drown in Sorrow. Kill the creature with the Village Rites. Or we can just Village Rites into a Drown in Sorrow. They play Jaspera Sentinel turn 1. I will Shambling Ghast turn 1. Can't kill that creature with the Village Rites. When it attacks. Then thinks better of it. Birchlore Rangers. They can make 2 mana right now. I'm going to start by attacking. So I would probably prefer if they... I guess I can Village Rites this. Kill that, and then snuff out that. -1. Draw 2 cards. Okay, tap land. And they can't use this right now. But we do have Drown in Sorrow lined up. Plays a land. Birchlore Rangers again. Okay. Into Lead the Stampede. Okay, so they're probably not going to play all those cards out just yet. Let's start with Shambling Ghast. And then play the forest. Play out the Energy Refractor. I need to wait for my board wipe for when I can just get rid of some of these Timberwatches. They can go Timberwatch, or they can go Priest of Titania, tap it, play Timberwatch. I mean, at a minimum, the things I need to kill are mostly the Timberwatches. They have 1 unknown in hand. Okay, their unknown was Coalition Honor Guard. That's fine. And it eats a snuff out. Bonk. Play the Calming Garden. We will Village Rites the plant. Attack. Play another Ghast. That's the turn. So I didn't bring in Snuff Out specifically for Coalition Honor Guard, but it does work out pretty well there, to be honest. Opponent's just doing nothing. They're getting in. Okay, I will block here. Turn off your mana. And then make a treasure. They have 5. Plays Timberwatch. Priest of Titania. Okay, we have a Broodscale. Let's start off by attacking. Then I'll wipe the board. First I will just corrupt a conviction, I guess my thing. Make a treasure. Looking for that Glee. I found the Glee. So that's GG. Okay. That makes it easy. Adapt. I didn't expect to win this turn, but we ended up drawing into it. Okay. So we are 2-0 after this, and we'll go on to round 3. You can watch me click if you want, or just hop on over. Make a black. And the Nightblade. GG. Good luck in the next one, opponent. And we'll go to round 3. All right, round 3 versus Kuldotha Red. I faced them a couple times lately, and they also check out the videos, so people are being very kind. Let's mulligan this one lander. Now we have Colony Garden, Broodscale, Mezfiend. I guess we just put back one of the Broodscales. Keep. Not having any other card draw in here is not great, but we have a lot of that in the deck. Our opponent is on Kuldotha Red. That's not great. If they are not, we can just start playing some disruption into Broodscales. Recently they've been on, Plains, okay. Lunarch Veteran. Well, Chrysalis is good here. I need some card draw. Just going to disrupt you a little bit with Mesmeric Fiend. Double Thraben Charm. Just get rid of your Militia Bugler for a moment. Plays a Plains. I can just kill this. Yep. But, you know, that traded for their Thraben Charm. It basically was a 2-mana duress. They're getting in. Can play this Nightblade out as a blocker. I just need some card draw. Eventually, if we can get the Chrysalis down, we will go over the top of them. They play Militia Bugler. Third Plains is gone. Core Skyfisher. They can pick up and replay the Bugler soon. They still have the Thraben Charm in hand. Okay, Village writes this. Draw, drain you. Looking for red mana. Nope. Pass the turn. So I don't want to block with the Nightblade because they can Thraben Charm it. I guess they can Thraben Charm it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I am blocking. Just block here to be annoying. They'll have to replay their creature, but they'll get a flyer from it. Oh, they have the pump spell. Okay. No? Yes? Okay, they didn't play the pump spell. 4 mana for Battle Screech. If we find Glee off the top, we win. And we win! That's dumb. This is dumb. Can't believe it. You know, that's just the way it goes. Didn't do anything, win the game. Unreal. The luck. Okay, so... I don't know if they're playing Coalition Honor Guard or if they're playing a way... Coalition Honor Guard seems to be the most prevalent recent way to deal with the Glee as a flag bearer, so I feel like Snuff Out is probably better than the Drown in Sorrow, but Drown in Sorrow handles their creatures pretty well, so maybe we just Evolution Witness out, bring in some number of Drown in Sorrow, some number of Snuff Out, so we have answers. And Mesmeric Fiend can disrupt their hand, and Writhing Chrysalis can block and give us a way to stall. Okay, we have Ghast into Ghast. Maybe Haunted Mire first. And then Twisted Landscape for a red. Play Shambling Ghast. Then I can Shambling Ghast again and Vistor's Insight. That's a plan. Our opponent leads on Plains. I really like this Plains. This is sweet. Play the Haunted Mire. That's a Bloomburrow one, I think. It's got little mice on it. They play Rafine's Informant. So if they discard when they connive, if they discard a card that's non-land, they get to put a +1/+1 counter on Rafine's Informant. So my Shambling Ghast can trade directly for it. They discard Destroy Evil. I'm going to play the Landscape and play Ghast. Pass the turn. Let's see if they want to trade. They're getting in. I will block. If they play Strands, then I can just get a treasure, but they don't play a Strands, so your creature's going to die. And they discarded Destroy Evil before, probably has a lot of it, disruption. Plays a Militia Bugler. We'll get a Mountain. And what do they reveal? Nothing? Oh, that's unfortunate. Land, play Shambling Ghast. Pass the turn. We probably want to Village Rites the Shambling Ghast as opposed to using a Visitor's Insight. I'm going to block and then Village Rites. Because a Visitor's Insight can sack other stuff. Make a treasure. They can sack a treasure to draw even more cards. And we'll go to 6 cards in hand. Drown in Sorrow. Okay. Solid. So hopefully they go wide and we just kill their Bugler and then kill all their stuff. Plays a Battle Screech. So I think I want to allow this. Then they're going to flash it back. Right. Then we just kill this thing. Untap. And board wipe. Nightblade on top. Okay. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn. So this next turn I can go Swamp. Or play land, play Nightblade. And then Insight the treasure token if they don't kill the Nightblade. So we have 1 Snuff Out and 1 Drown in Sorrow left. Play a Core Skyfisher, picking up the Thraben Inspector they just played. Replays the Thraben. They can rebuild pretty well here. 1 card in hand, but they'll soon have more. Next turn they go up to 4 cards probably. Nightblade, Forest, pass the turn. Being at 16 is not amazing. They crack a Clue. 3 cards in hand. Attacks with just the Core Skyfisher, so that's a tell that they don't have the pump spell. I don't know why they don't want to just block. I probably would have just attacked with everything. Okay, Core Skyfisher to pick up the Thraben Inspector. We'll do yield until next end step, just that way I'm not like doing stuff in the middle of what they're doing. Plays the Thraben, and then we can Investor's Insight the treasure token. Now we find a Chrysalis, that's good. Go land, play the Chrysalis out. And I will pass. I can Deadly Dispute a spawn token, and then I get to just draw cards and get the Chrysalis bigger. They crack a Clue, plays a land, 3 cards in hand, Raven Charm. Okay, I'll go 3 mana. Okay, let's crack this. So there's 2 options here. We could just Deadly Dispute the Chrysalis right now, or if we Deadly Dispute the spawn and we end up with a Snuff Out, we can Snuff Out the Core Skyfisher and then the Chrysalis will stay alive. I'm gonna shoot for the moon and try that, I think. Did we get there? No, but we drew another card draw spell and we can sacrifice the Chrysalis to draw 2 more cards. Okay. We're gonna take 4. We did find a Drown in Sorrow. Don't know how helpful that is. Okay, we have a plant token. Then we can sack the plant token. Draw some cards. Another Chrysalis is good. All right, play the Chrysalis. And then I think I'm gonna go sacrifice a spawn. I'm just draining them slowly and draw a card off the Energy Refractor. They've used 1 Thraben Charm and then Destroy Evil went to the graveyard previously. No reason to attack. Do they have another Thraben? They do. Okay, that's stinky. 1 card in hand. We can still gain a bunch of life. Not out of the game yet. They crack a Clue. They have 4 mana available. Uh-oh. They're getting in. I'll block. Do you have the pump spell? So they didn't have the pump spell before, but maybe they figured out that it's just chump attack and I'm not going to deal with it, and then they can just like bluff. This would be 8 damage here, and then I can drain them for 2, so I'll only take 6. They do have it. So it seems like they don't like to bluff. That's okay. Sacrifice, and sacrifice this. So we're taking 8, going to 9. Can I find another Chrysalis? It might be nice. A Glee. I'll start by cycling this. Maybe that's not a great idea. Play the Colony Garden. I guess if they have a removal spell into another pump spell, I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Can almost cycle. Raffine's Informant. Okay, so what do they get with the Connive? We can Drown in Sorrow and kill these 2 creatures, but it's not that helpful. Discarding a Thraben Inspector. They grange on what? Probably a flyer? Okay. We'll block here. Witness would be pretty good. Did I take that out? I think I did. Darn. So I have no way of getting the Nightblade back. That's not great. Sack this. Find Shambling Ghast. Okay. We have so many Glees. I can cycle this landscape. So I can play the Shambling Ghast and then Drown in Sorrow and kills this too. I'll go to 1. Play Shambling Ghast. Land. Play Drown in Sorrow. Fiend on the bottom. Then we will kill your flyer and draw a card. Find the Broodscale. So I just need, I guess I need a flyer. I need a Writhing Chrysalis or some card draw spells. We're going to 1. Play a land. Shambling Ghast doesn't do it. It got me. Could I have done anything differently? I'm not sure. It seemed like, bring in the Evolution Witness. I don't know that Mesmeric Fiend is even good, but it does, okay, maybe it is good. I'm gonna just get rid of the Snuff Outs. Put back the Drown in Sorrow. Hope for the best. Okay, we're on the play. Mulligan. So I'm just waiting on black mana. I have to mulligan this, I think. And I'm not getting anywhere. We're going to 4. Terrible. Keep. Put back this. Keep these ones. Put back this. Put back this. Pretty bad. That's the turn. So the only way I win is a green land into another land. They play Plains. Raven Inspector. Going to 4 is just going to kill me here. I didn't have enough lands. That one with all green lands might have been fine. That's the turn. They have to not have a Thraben Charm in hand, and they probably didn't keep a hand without Thraben Charm. I get in for 1. Plays Course Skyfisher, picking up the Thraben Inspector. I'm going to play out the Rootwalla, or Broodscale. So best case scenario, I can attack. Worst case scenario, I Village Rites it. So getting in for 2. Plays a Novice Inspector. I will attempt it. Glee. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay. Does it work? If they kill my creature now, it's probably the best point for them to kill it. Maybe I should have adapted it first. I don't know. I guess they don't have it. We're going to attack. This is weird. They're not blocking. Do they have a Destroy Evil? But they could have Destroy Evil the Sadistically. I don't understand. I don't understand. They said a swear word in the chat that got blocked. What do I do? If I start sacrificing the spawns, they could have the Destroy Evil. They could have just destroyed Evil this. Whatever. I'm going to take the safe route. Play the Haunted Mire. I'm afraid. First I was not afraid, and now I am afraid. Okay. They play a Thraben. Getting in. My turn. I find a Chrysalis. Okay, I'm going to attempt and attack now. They might have the Destroy Evil. They are blocking this time. Okay. We get a counter on our creature. I'll Village Rites one of the spawns. Now I have a 5/5. I really need to find red mana. They had the Destroy Evil, it looks like. Okay, so I can make infinite mana, or I can make a bunch of mana in response. I guess I had the read on that. The soul read on the Destroy Evil. Maybe I should have waited until I could play out the, but they could have Destroy Eviled it then anyway. Until I could have played out the Chrysalis. 15's enough random mana. Draw. We can play Village Rites on the spawn. Make a black mana, or get a red here. Mesmeric Fiend you. Oh my god. Wow. Brutal. I'll take your charm, I guess. It's pledge and stuff. It's crazy. So they are on honor guard. Bummer. Had a lot of interaction for me. I don't think I could have done anything better. Let's see if they just start pumping every turn. I'm just taking it. They play the Coalition honor guard. So I need double Drown in Sorrow to get rid of that thing. Okay. Play the Chrysalis. Green. Chrysalis. The pump spell is +2. Pass a turn. We know they have triple Guardian's Pledge in hand. So I need to find a spot to go double Drown in Sorrow, which seems sort of unlikely. Plays a Thraben. Okay. What can I do with my Evolution Witness? Not too much. I can like witness back the landscape. Finding a landscape. Play that. I'll grab a swamp. Lay out the Evolution Witness. Pass the turn. They crack a clue. They have so many cards in hand. I feel like I just witnessed to get back the Broodscale, play the Broodscale, keep going wide in response to them going wide. But I can get witness to get back the Glee, but then I can't deal with this thing. They can almost double pump. Forgot that this Viscer's Insight was in my hand. I'm gonna just sack this spawn here. On a Nightblade. Find a Refractor. I can go Witness. And then get back the Broodscale. They have one unknown hand. It seems to be a kill spell. Kind of stinky. A Thraben Charm. They could have also used the Thraben Charm to exile my graveyard. Annoying. Don't know what to do here. I'll adapt it again just to get back the Broodscale. And the Witness dies. Go land into Broodscale. Clearly I should have been on Snuff Out. We would have been able to win the game. Oh well, that's a learning experience. They're getting in with everything. Okay, so I can kill this, or I can block, kill this thing. If I kill this and I block here, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'd have to block an additional creature. Then they get the Thraben Charm back, which is bad. Can't do anything here. Block this one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. I think I messed up. I think I miscounted. 4, 10, 13. Yep, I miscounted. Dang. All right, we'll see you in round 4. I think I punted all over the place there, so let me know what I did. I think this hand is probably fine. We can keep it. We have Colony Garden, and like Arbor Elf for the opponent. Okay. So maybe we have the advantage here. Mesmeric Fiend. I'll play the Colony Garden first. Then I can play turn 2 Mesmeric Fiend. They probably don't have removal spells. So the Mesmeric Fiend's going to take whatever their payoff is. They're getting in for 1. Find a Broodscale. Doot. Mes Fiend you. Let's just see what's up over there. Acid Moss, huh? Gross. Take that. They do have Avenging Hunter. So I guess I have to... They play a Jewel Thief. I'll go Twisted Landscape for red, play the Broodscale. Next turn they have Avenging Hunter. And it's a Ponza version of the deck. Play this. Sacrifice for a mountain. Play Broodscale. Our opponent has 5 mana, so now they can actually have 6 mana if they want. They can not play the Allosaur. They could play the Chrysalis. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they do not have the ability to play Chrysalis plus Avenging Hunter. Looks like they're just going Hunter. Big beefy creatures. They grab a mountain. So next turn we're looking to see Allosaur or Chrysalis coming in. They get in for 3. I just need a Glee, but we haven't had any card selection. I need a Deadly Dispute. What do I want to do? I feel like I should play out the Chrysalis. I'm going to pass though. Our opponent's now going to forge up one of their creatures. Forges on the Avenging Hunter. Yep. They're going to play the Annoyed Allosaur. And then what? Boarding Party? Gross. Boarding Party found a Utopia Sprawl. So they have Chrysalis left in hand and 1 unknown. Attacks for 7. Can't really afford to block because I need the Chrysalis for later blocking. We will not block. Go to 8. I need to be above 5 after next turn's blocks. Find a Mesmeric Fiend. So I can start by Deadly Disputing the plant token. Looking for a Glee. We need to soak up so much. Oh, we found it. 2 free. Sadistic Glee. Easy. Okay, adapt. That didn't even matter. I didn't need to use that. Okay, now I need to do all this. It's gonna be annoying. But we're growing 2 creatures infinitely. I'll play on my energy refractor. Some people said that it's better to draw cards right away, but I kind of feel like I want to just use the ability to make the mana without having to click a ton. I don't know. I'll make a bunch of mana, sure. I'm going to make 2 blacks so I can go Mesmeric Fiend and then Village Rites the Mesmeric Fiend to get the Chrysalis out of your hand. Find another Chrysalis. That's pretty good for us. Okay, they have a forest. Make red. Make green. Oh, this is going to cause me a lot of lag. Oops. Well, that's fine. Okay, another Chrysalis coming down. We get tokens, we get counters. La-di-da. So they have to block both of these attackers. Let's start with play the Shambling. Make black. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Discoop. Love it. At the last possible second on turn 5, we draw the combo. Easy game. All right. Do I want the snuff outs maybe? We didn't get to play this versus blue yet. I'm not sure if I want to play it versus blue, but we didn't. I'm going to bring in 3 snuff outs. Or all 4 snuff outs. Cut the witness. I think I want to take out their big creatures. Okay, this hand seems fine. I'm going to keep. And the reason being we have land, and then we can snuff out the first creature, the Arbor Elf. And then we can go Mesfiend, and then Village Rites the Fiend on turn 3. But that doesn't allow us to get the mountain. So we'll see what we draw. Our opponent goes Forest. No Arbor Elf turn 1. I'll play my Swamp out. I don't really have a turn 2 play that I want to make anyway, and this allows me to just draw into a swamp. I play a Wooded Ridgeline. Okay. Play my Landscape. Pass the turn. There's the Arbor Elf. We're going to murder that guy. No Arbor Elves. And then grab a Swamp. Untap. There's the Landscape for a Chrysalis anyway, so that's good. Mesmeric Fiend. We'll respond by Village Ritesing it. We draw the Chrysalis. They have Acid Moss, Boarding Party, Lightning Bolt. I will take your Acid Moss. Okay. Play Shambling Ghast. Play the Twisted Landscape out. I can Corrupted Conviction or Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast. If I Deadly Dispute it, I get additional treasures, but Corrupted Conviction is only used on creatures. Okay, they've got a Utopia Sprawl, which means that they can play the Chrysalis next turn. Let's grab a mountain and Deadly Dispute this thing, making treasures. Find Mesmeric Fiend again. That's pretty solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fiend. Sacrifice the Fiend. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Play Chrysalis. And then we'll go Mesmeric Fiend. And then do I want to get rid of their Chrysalis or their Boarding Party? That is the question. Let's Corrupted Conviction this. I think maybe it's the Boarding Party, just because the Boarding Party gives them additional cards. Oh, now that I found the Broodscale, we know what we're taking. We're taking the Lightning Bolt. Play the Colony Garden, and we can pass the turn. So next turn we win, assuming they don't draw a Lightning Bolt. They have to tap out to cast the Chrysalis here. Oh, they can hold the red open, but they drew the Forest for turn, so we know what they have, and they're dead. You just luck into the combo. Easy game. Broodscale, land, Sadistic Glee. All right, they scoop it up. Let's go to round 5. Round 5. We have a really sick hand that has not enough lands for a mulligan. Guess this is better. And then maybe we put back a Dispute. There is the chance that we just draw the Broodscale and turn 3 our opponent. But not that good of a chance. Play the Landscape, pass the turn. And I like to yield until their next end step to get rid of all the stuff that they're doing. They play Drosforge Bridge, probably Affinity. Let's grab a forest. I draw another land, Chrysalis. Just see what's up over there. They have nothing. I'll take your looting. That's the turn. It is Madness Burn. A Vampire's Kiss. I will play the Broodscale and hope for the best. If I draw a land, I could potentially win next turn. They discard a card, discarding the Kitchen Imp. Kitchen Imp on the battlefield. Land. So what happens if I Deadly Dispute this? I have to draw land. Yeah, it won't work. If I draw a swamp, I can just go land, kill you. Okay, my turn. Broodscale. Dang. We will adapt. And attack for 4. Come on. I gotta get there. They tapped out that turn and now like... So they drew the Jagged Barrens previously. We're at 15. They're gonna Madness in another Kitchen Imp. Plays a Rakdos Carnarium. So I guess if I Deadly Dispute... Oh! Lightning Bolt. Yep. That tracks. I once again am asking for a land. Untapped land wins, or gets close. Refractor. I think I have to Deadly Dispute the spawn, trying to find lands. Okay, Colony Garden. Attack. We know they have a Jagged Barrens in hand, and a Sneaky Snacker. It's unlikely that they tap out. They have 3 unknowns. We could just jam the Chrysalis to get in. They're going to go to 6. I'm probably going to die anyway. They have 2 unknowns. They would have to have an instant speed removal spell. And I have no real way around it. I can Village Rights my plant token trying to find land plus duress. Try it. Didn't get there. Oh, this doesn't win either. Oh, man. Okay, I messed it all up. GG. I got a little lost in the sauce there. Dang. Just not having enough creatures was sucky. Stinky, stinky. Let's get rid of these, or bring in all the weathers. Cut these. Just gonna go down. And then I have Weather Storms to try to buy time. Mesmeric Fiend to force through. And then hopefully Chrysalis can block enough to win the game. I don't know if that's good enough. So far, this has been an okay test. I think that Haunted Mire has been looking terrible, and maybe we wanted another land. Maybe too many duresses and stuff in the main deck. I did get hosed by not bringing in Snuff Out versus the White Weenie deck. That would have won. So I just chose the wrong thing. Probably made more sense to have the Snuff Out there. Okay, what does this do? Not too much, but we can go Landscape, grab a Forest, turn to Mesfiend, and then we can, the next turn, grab a Mountain and just dispute the Mesfiend with the Eviscera's Insight. The Jagged Barrens. Let's just see what's going on. Okay, a bunch of stuff. I will get rid of the Vampire's Kiss. So maybe that'll help. They can just like loot away 2 things and then point it at the Mesmeric Fiend. They have play a tap land. Drosforge Bridge. Okay. Play the Landscape. I'll sacrifice for the Mountain. I guess maybe I want a Swamp here. Yeah, we're kind of far away from Mountain. Attack in. They play Trespasser's Curse. That doesn't do too much because we have Weather Storms in the deck. So not too scared of Trespasser's Curse. I'll play my Broodscale and attack you for 1. Our opponent plays a Voldaren Epicure. We know they have Fiery Temper and Faithless Looting. They can Blood Token away the Fiery Temper just to deal, for 2 mana, dealing 3 to my thing at any time. A Faithless Looting, Alms of the Vein, and a Faithless Looting go to the graveyard. Okay. So they cannot currently Fiery Temper my thing. So I guess I'm going to adapt it. They could have a Lightning Bolt. We get a creature, or go to 13. So I found a Glee. I can make this infinite, but I don't win with it. I guess I just Glee my creature. Make a mana. I'll go to 12. Then I will Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the spawn. Or maybe, doesn't really matter which one I use. Okay, draw some cards. Looking for the Nightblade, solid. So next turn we can win. Guess I attack. Maybe not. Next turn we have play the Nightblade. Like we Village Rights and then we play the Nightblade. And then we have enough to win. They have to have a cast down here. Grab the prize and Fiery Temper. That puts me to 6. And I have to make sure not to auto yield. Right, let's go. Nadir's Nightblade. Happen to have the combo. Nothing you can do about it. I guess they just kind of messed up earlier. Maybe the Chrysalis is just not good enough. Okay. I will attempt to combo you. Sack. Now if they have Lightning Bolt targeting the Nightblade, I can Deadly Dispute this. Yep. Deadly Dispute this. We got a stack war going on. Okay. And now we just have to put the stack in the right spot. No problem. Trespasser's Curse is not as good as you would think. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. All right, got there. Sweet. So we certainly need to weather the storms. I almost think that Mesmeric Fiend is not as good as Duress, even though Duress isn't great. So originally my plan versus like a regular burn deck would be to go Drown in Sorrows and Weather the Storms and go from there, which maybe would work here because they go wide. I am just a little bit concerned about not having any interaction at all. We'll just go Mez Fiends. We'll see what happens. Almost there. We have Glee, Gas, Refractor. Seems alright. They lead on Jagged Barrens. Play my tap land. It's just tap land tribal for the moment. Play a Vault of Whispers, and it looks like they're going to... Okay, grab the prize, discarding a looting. No Snacker coming back or here. Let's play the Ghast and the Colony Garden. So we have Glee in hand. If we find like some draw spells, we could just start sacrificing our creatures and make this thing huge, which would be really funny. They play Drawsforge Bridge. I'll lead on a Refractor. I'm trying to find some Chrysalis. They Bolt Face. I got a 14. That was fast. Play a Shambling Ghast. I need a draw spell. At least Refractor cantripped. They have 4 mana. Nothing. We find a Broodscale. Let's play the Refractor again. Draw a card. Another Broodscale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost to the point where we could like double Broodscale, but I don't have anything to do with it. They appear to be holding up some number of interaction. Bolt Face. Come on, I need a Deadly Dispute. Oh man, we're at 11, facing 5 cards in hand. They could Looting. We currently have enough to win from hand if they tap out, but yeah, actually, we could, if they tap out, we just Broodscale, go infinite, put the Sadistic Glee on a creature and attack. So, you know, you're fine to tap out. It's totally cool. Another Ghast. Play a Shambling Ghast. Play a Basking Broodscale. Kind of hoping that the Broodscale soaks up some of the damage. Our opponent goes to 9 or 15. We're probably going to go to 8 here off of some Lightning Bolt effect. They have Galvanic Blast as a 4 damage spell right now because they have Metalcraft just from their lands. They've chosen a Warhammer Vault of Whispers and an Old School Great Furnace. That's not good. We go to 7. I'm just dead here. I bet I'm just dead here. So I'm going to adapt the Broodscale on end step and then attempt to win the game. All I have to do is... Man, it's so close. We play another land. 4 cards in hand. We have to adapt the Broodscale. Kiss puts me to 5. I'm going to... Alright, well... Take my turn. They have 3 cards in hand. If they have double burn spell, I'm dead. That was an unfortunate turn of events. I did not draw a single card draw spell. They would have won anyway. Let's go back to the game. Can't even draw a card. Unfortunate. We finished with a 3-2. Not terrible. but I felt like there is some power in the Jund version, although it doesn't seem to be better than the black-green. Hopefully you enjoyed this little foray into Jund. It's an interesting choice, and we'll see you in the next video.